This is my PE resources newsletter. So I started off with Shape America and just saying what Shape America is about. They are an organization of professionals that provide programs, resources, and advocacy to support health and physical educators at every level. And then if you would click here, you would go to their homepage, and then there's our logo. And then I just went into kind of the different tabs. So on their physical education page, you can find the standards by state. You can find the national standards. You can find pretty much anything you would need regarding the curriculum for physical education on Shape America's page. And then on the physical activity page of the Shape America website, there's resources for teachers such as like activities, lessons. There's even a calendar. If you click here, it'll take you straight to it. But I really like the calendar because it gives you like an idea of what activity you could do every day of the month. And so right now the February one is up, but I'm sure once March rolls around, there will be a March calendar up, and it's really neat just because it's already set for you, and you don't have to sit there and plan out, activities for the kids to do that's going to be different and keep them engaged and help them get their 60 minutes of exercise in. And then after Shape America, I just said, I really like Shape America. I think it's a neat website, and it gives a lot of tools, not only for teachers, but for parents as well. And then next up was Choose My Plate. So Choose My Plate is a reminder of the dietary guidelines set by the United States Department of Agriculture. It shows the 5 food groups and how much of each food group we should be consuming in order to have a healthy diet. It just has a lot of tips and things on there. What I really liked was these over here. If you click, it'll take you straight to the games, videos, and quizzes. They're interactive, so it's something kids would do like to play the games and stuff, but at the same time they're learning about making good decisions about what they put into their body and eating healthy. There's also like little fun videos and quizzes, and that quizzes were actually really hard. Like I think most of them, and like there's a quiz for each food group. And I remember the dairy one. I missed, like I thought I got a perfect score, but I ended up missing 2 of them. So that actually made me realize, like, as much as we think we know, it's food, we're not as educated as we think we are and as we should be. So as educators or future educators, we should really make that a top priority to teach our students about eating right, eating healthy, and getting exercise. The website I chose to review was PE Central. So I've actually never heard of PE Central or anything until this assignment. And I work in an after-school program, and I'm going to use PE Central all the time. It was created by doctoral students at Virginia Tech's Health and Physical Education program, and it gives educators a place to visit. It has a lot of information, resources, and so many like lesson plans and activities to do for physical education. My kids at my after-school program in particular really like to use a parachute, but like I never really know what to do with the parachute, and so there's numerous lessons in there just like for the parachute. There's like a variety of lessons you could do. So you can like pick your topic and stuff, and it'll give you a lesson for that topic. So if I say basketball, it'll give me a lesson based around basketball and things like that. And these are great also because you'll have numerous teaching points for one activity. And then I just love that I found that website because it's so helpful. And then for my children's literature, I chose Hamster Camp, How Harry Got Fit. It's actually a really cute story about this little boy and his pet hamster, and the pet hamster notices that Harry is gaining weight and that he just eats junk food and sits around all day. So then the pet hamster comes up with a solution to send him to Hamster Camp, where everyone at Hamster Camp eats and plays like a hamster, because hamsters are always running on their wheel, and they eat vegetables and drink water and all this stuff. So that's the solution. And then in the end, Harry ends up like loving his new lifestyle and realizes how much fun it is to be fit and eat healthy. And then I just said like parents and educators can use this story for kids or for students who don't have the motivation, and they can show them the story to just get them motivated and make them realize how important it is to exercise and eat healthy. For my first article that I chose, the importance of physical education and sport in the lives of young females. So sports have traditionally been looked at like from being predominantly male, and like, yeah, it's starting to change, but there's still like a stigma on women in sports, like, and that it's masculine and only men play sports and stuff like that. But sports are actually super beneficial for girls. Here it says physical activity gives girls higher self-esteem, self-confidence, academic success, increased leadership abilities, and achievement. So like, it definitely benefits girls, and not only all of that like psychological side of it, but you're getting in your like physical fitness, and usually teaches like other things as well. Like for myself, I agree with this article because girls should be doing sports and physical education and be encouraged to do so, because not only did I have psychological benefits and like health benefits from playing, I played softball growing up. I like learned time management because I always had a lot going on, and I learned just how to live a healthy lifestyle. So sports and physical education are definitely something really important with girls, even though like there's a stigma and it's traditionally like male for males, but we as girls, as females, need to just stand up against everyone and just do it. My second article is food insecurity increases the odds of obesity among young Hispanic children. So the authors of the article did a study with Hispanic mothers who were at least 18 years old, and then they had to have at least one child that was between the ages of 2 and 8 years old at the time of appointment. So they took the height and the weight of the mothers and the children and calculated their BMI, which is their body mass index, and then they measured their food security in the household according to the United States Department of Agriculture's Household Food Security Survey module. So it asked them like a bunch of questions about what kind of food they've eaten in the house in the past 12 months, how affordable the food was, and then how they feel like the child food security is. And they found that insecurity status was significantly associated with childhood obesity, especially when the mother was obese or overweight as well. And like low food security increased the chance of the child being obese or overweight tenfold, and very low food security increased the chances 30-fold among Hispanic children. So I got really sad after reading the article, because this is a sad reality of like what's going on in our country, and a lot of Hispanics, can't find good paying jobs. They're willing to work hard, but usually those hard labor jobs are super low paying wages, and like all they're trying to do is provide for their families, and it's just really hard for them, but even though they're trying their best. And then here is just my first article, the one about females in sports. And then my second article starts here. And then lastly, my works cited, or my references page. So this was my one of my articles. This was the children's literature book, Choose My Plate. My other article, the website I found, PA Central, and lastly, Shape America.